Thank you again for another episode of Making Sense of Congress. I'm your host, Congressman Greg Murphy, and my wonderful guest today is a Representative Erin Houchin, a dear, dear friend of mine from the great state of Indiana. Indiana, right? Where she served in the state senate. Gosh, for how many years?
8 years.
8 years. That's great. Indiana's 9th congressional district since 2022. She's one of the good folks in Congress. You know, we got some real crazies. Representative Houchin is not one of them. She's real here to do the real good work. She's on Energy and Commerce, the Budget Committee, and the Rules Committee. We're going to hear more about the Rules Committee here in just a few seconds. Quick questions. Favorite sandwich?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Although I do like a hot dog.
What's your favorite one? Make a choice.
Cheeseburger. I'm just saying that
a
hot dog is a sandwich.
You can have both.
A hot dog's a sandwich.
It's the government. That's free. What is one thing that you own that you really should throw out?
Oh, one thing I own.
Other than your husband.
Oh, I should never throw him out. That's great. What should I throw out? Probably, I've got way too many clothes.
It sounds like anybody who takes that long to say before they're going to throw out something is a hoarder.
No.
I might be a little bit of a problem
We throw out between Christmas and New Year's. We clean out every closet, every drawer.
Do you really? That's smart.
So I routinely throw things out.
I know somebody that still has some of their t-shirts from like junior high school.
Okay.
I don't know who that might be.
All right. I do have a lot of my t-shirts from college. I can say I can throw out my t-shirt collection from college. Like the sorority shirts.
Yeah.
I don't need those anymore, probably.
Cool. Do you get enough sleep?
No.
No. Nobody around here does. What is one song, if you had to have it only for the rest of your life, that you would listen to?
Well, we talked about this with my staff, trying to figure out what song it would be, because you know I love music.
Yes. Fantastic karaoke. We actually did a little karaoke song together.
We did it. We're going to keep doing it, too.
Yes.
I would say Bohemian Rhapsody, just because it has so much variety that
really
you wouldn't get sick of it. But
it really does. Did you see the movie?
I did.
And they almost panned it, and the guy said, no, we're doing it anyway?
It was really good.
What a great song. All right, what would viewers find very interesting about D.C. that they don't know?
I was surprised at the number of Bible studies that happen on Capitol Hill. I was very surprised that that is part of the culture here, and pleasantly surprised.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. All right, let's talk about the House Rules Committee. Can you sum it up briefly and tell what this is and why it's so important in the legislative process?
Yeah, the House Rules Committee is actually the oldest committee in Congress. So it was the committee that was created first. Most people think it's Ways and Means.
That's what we like to say.
But we beat you by about a month. So the Rules Committee is 237 years old, and you will be turning 237 next week.
We don't look it, though. We don't look it.
July 20th.
Okay.
But the Rules Committee was established to provide a framework for how bills come to the floor for a vote. It is a speaker's appointment, so there are 9 Republicans on the Rules Committee, 4 Democrats. We keep the same ratios that the Democrats keep when they're in the majority. I was appointed to the Rules Committee by Speaker Kevin McCarthy as a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
I was kept on the Rules Committee by Speaker Johnson and have been serving on this committee for about 4 years, my entire time since I've been in Congress. The committee itself, if you're going to have a bill go to the floor under what we call regular order, it has to go through the Rules Committee to require just a simple majority to pass. The Rules Committee also determines what amendments, if any, will be allowed to be offered to the bills under consideration, as well as what amendments can be considered as a group and what have to be voted on individually. And so we set the framework in the Rules Committee every week. We meet on fly-in days, so we will meet today at 4 o'clock and begin our work for the week. Now, there are provisions to allow bills to come to the floor that's outside of the Rules Committee.
Yep.
And those are suspension votes, and we'll have a suspension vote, as you know, tonight at 6:30. That is 2/3 majority required to pass a suspension bill. But the Rules Committee is a very important committee. It is a majority committee, a speaker's committee, to really provide the guardrails for what we will consider on the floor for voting and the structure under which that happens.
And discharge petitions.
Discharge petitions go around everything.
Yep.
A discharge petition, you can just have enough signatures. Once you get 218, it must be considered on the floor. Privileged resolutions also function the same way. Over the weekend, interestingly, we were discovering that in the rules, there is a provision called Calendar Wednesday that's currently in our rules that's not really been used ever. And Calendar Wednesday means that a committee chairman can bring to the floor for a vote on Wednesdays, during Calendar Wednesday, any bill that has come through committee that hasn't yet been scheduled for a floor vote.
Even bypassing the Rules Committee?
Bypassing the Rules Committee.
How about that?
Now, they do have to give 72 hours notice to leadership if they plan to invoke Calendar Wednesday, but it is yet another mechanism to go around the rules process.
And will that be still a simple majority?
It's still a simple majority under Calendar Wednesday. It's not considered a suspension vote.
Okay.
Because there is a process for
Well, you learn
amendment
something
and
new
debate.
every day. Learn something new.
I
All
learned
right,
this.
finally, most interesting or challenging experiences you've had on rules.
Oh gosh, this one was really tough. We had votes.
You're not supposed to tell the audience you've
It was-
seen these questions before. Shh. Okay.
Actually, I didn't know that one was coming, so this is a.
Okay, good.
So I read some of the questions, which is probably typical of Congress, you know.
Yeah.
But we had the Democrats, there are only 4 of them, and every week they bring up amendments that are just designed to be poison pills.
Sure.
They have no intention of amending these rules in any way that they'll vote for. They will never vote for a rule.
Right.
The minority will never.
Even if
see
they
it.
got their amendments
Even if
passed,
they got their
still
amendments
wouldn't.
passed, they
Okay.
still wouldn't vote for the rule. We had a rule on cryptocurrency that they put an Epstein files amendment, offered an Epstein files amendment to in rules. And it wasn't germane, even if it was germane from any perspective, it really was not the underlying part of the bill, which is basically like the anti-central bank digital currency bill,
Yep.
or creating a stable coin for cryptocurrency. So like other amendments that they offer, we voted no on adding an amendment unrelated to the bill about Epstein to this bill. And because of that no vote on that amendment to the rule, not even on a bill, not
Yep.
even to an underlying bill, or not even to, you know, adding a bill to the rule, because of that, people assumed that we all voted to protect the Epstein files from being released. And we did not do that.
Which is probably what they wanted.
That's, yeah.
So there's
they wanted to
shenanigans
create-
that happens even
Yes.
on the Rules Committee.
They wanted to create a mechanism to cause political harm, even though I myself authored a bill with members of the Rules Committee, and ultimately we did vote in favor of releasing the files.
Yeah.
But that one amendment vote they used to create, extreme political dissension.
So, folks, just so you know, you see a lot on television that you folks on judiciary or oversight, they love to scream and do all these other things. The Rules Committee is the one that's behind the scenes that does a lot of the real hard technical work that makes good things happen, hopefully, eventually. So, I want to thank my dear friend, Representative Houchin, from the great state of Indiana, second in the nation to basketball, to North Carolina.
But first in football.
First in football, really?
We won the
Interesting.
national championship.
Interesting. Oh, that's right, this past year. Congratulations. So, anyway, thanks for watching Making Sense of Congress. We'll see you soon. All right.